Hello students, this is your course on Digital Marketing Basics. In this video, we are beginning a new chapter, Digital Marketing Channels, and we are going to discuss the concept Understanding Marketing Channels. Now, what are marketing channels? As we discussed in some of the introductory videos, digital marketing is nothing but a subset under the marketing function. So, if you look at it from any business's point of view, when a company wants to invest in digital marketing, their objectives are very same as what they have been doing with other marketing channels. And their expectation of the channel behavior is also therefore same. So before you can understand what digital marketing channels are, you need to understand what marketing channels are and what they do for an organization. So, marketing channels are nothing but methods or ways in which companies communicate about their products and services to the end customers. So, therefore, just like a channel can be, if you have to visualize, it's like a river, an ongoing flow of which is connecting both the company as well as the customers. And this flow is not that of water, but you have to imagine communication happening between the company and the customer in this ongoing flow. The marketing channels can be direct, which are also called zero level, or indirect with a channel partner or a mediator. If marketing channels also facilitate actual delivery of products or services, then they are referred to as distribution channel as well. But that is beyond the scope of this topic. So we will stick to the communication part or communication function of a marketing channel. Now, as you can see in the image here, these are some of the traditional marketing channels which the companies have been using for centuries to reach their end customers. The oldest ones being street billboards as well as newspaper banners, because print media was there for the longest time possible. Then came radio advertising, then eventually TV commercials, which actually ruled the traditional marketing block at the time in terms of budget, in terms of effectiveness also. Now, in recent times, direct mail has also started becoming a useful marketing channel for some of the new brands that prefer going to their end customers, business or individual directly. This direct mail is not email, this is physical mail. And a very good example of this can be Reader's Digest, that sends direct mail to its end customers for increasing or continuing with subscriptions. Then you have a website banners, which is something of a new addition to the traditional set. And companies that have not yet gone digital, even they understand that a website is basically required to create a presence online. So that's about how marketing channels are actually communicating a company's message to customer using different mediums. So if you were to visualize once again that how the communication is flowing to the customer, each individual channel is doing its part. Now, as times have progressed, as companies have gone digital, and as companies have seen their competitors go digital, there has been a more inclusiveness in the way channels are now viewed. And from the brand as well as sales perspective, the channel scope has actually increased significantly. So as you can see in this particular diagram, there is a range of channels now that are existing, which are offline and online. If we begin from the top, offline channels start with the store itself. So businesses that have physical stores, that is their biggest channel to communicate to the customer their value proposition. So anytime a customer walks into the store, they can have on the point of sale promotions or displays wherein the customer may not be aware what kind of value they are receiving before entering the store. Then there could be boards outside the store also at the service counter. There can be some special cartons or special displays arranged near the billing counter to encourage some impulse purchase. All these are channels, but which are designed to encourage customers to make a purchase and at the same time connect with the brand that they're buying from. So they do a dual purpose, they solve a dual purpose, one of selling, the other of increasing brand awareness. As we move towards the online spectrum, we see that there are some media channels that are then which are used by physical store owners like TV, print, radio, outdoor sponsorship, which we just discussed. And then there are call centers. So just like the media channels are there to reach to masses, call centers are there to reach to individual customers. Then there are direct mails, catalogs, magazines, on pack promotions, point of sale events. Point of sale events is like when you are going to the store, then you have free samples being distributed or trials or demos happening, or when you land up in the store you find out that you have a buy one get one scheme going on, which was never promoted on TV or print or radio kind of promotion. Then again, as you move away from the offline channels, you see that mobile comes into the picture. Now mobile is basically useful firstly for the telephonic promotions, and that's where it begins. Then PR can be done by SMS marketing. Then they can be click and collect vouchers, which can be distributed as notifications on applications. These could be again distributed through SMS or through calls, wherein a special code can be shared with the customer only on a call or only through a message, which they can then use to avail some kind of discount at the actual purchase point. Again, now as you move away from there, now you have search and social. These are the main channels which digital marketing focuses on. So you have your display ads, you have viral campaigns, you have video campaigns, then you have native language ad promotions, then you have PPC, email marketing, affiliates, retargeting. You also have webinars, which are very relevant in case of B2B. And then finally, the end goal is now moving the customer away from the physical store to the online store, which is the website. And the channels, just like TV, print, radio, and outdoor channels and direct mail, were helping brands bring customers to their physical stores. These digital channels like display ads, PPC, email, social, and search marketing, these are helping customers uh, getting routed to the online store, which is the website for a brand. So, this is basically a good representation of how offline and online marketing channels are existing in the market. And companies are known to use this particular approach itself, this particular logic or structure to develop their multi channel marketing strategies. And it's very common in business, and as potential professionals in digital marketing profession, you would be expected to understand that no company would have just a digital leg, they will have an offline leg, and you will have to integrate your strategies with the offline leg as well. Now, this is a representation of how a typical marketing channel works. So, as you can see, it all begins by a company choosing to understand different types of data that is available to it. So, this database management actually somehow plugs in to the marketing strategy development. It begins by all kind of data and information that a company has on its target customers. That data is then used to derive some insights, some important aspects of understanding their customers' behavior, their preferences, likes, dislikes, and of course, its effect on the sales. Then these analytics and insights are used to create message or create the communication that has to be communicated, that has to be sent across different digital marketing channels or traditional marketing channels. And then this message is delivered to the target customers. As you can see in the diagram here, often enough, the analytics part and the data processing part is something which the company keeps inside, company keeps internal. They handle their own data, they develop some insights, and this is again a product development or a product management team's role to come up with these kind of insights. There is a statistics and R&D department that comes up with these analytics and insights. Beyond that, there is a concept of a studio or an agency that is responsible for creating the message or the communication, which has to be then relayed through different channels. And then actual production of the message could be something which another agency is doing. So there could be a creative partner and there could be a production partner who may be working with a company to actually design the message that has to be spread across different channels. Let's take an example. A company like Tata, they have a brand called Tata Salt. Okay, so the brand Tata Salt, basically its structure is extraction of salt from the salt mines and purification, production, packaging, distribution, sales. That's the main functions that that company does. So this company can have a small department that may be keeping tabs on what kind of customers buy their products, who are their retailers, who are their wholesalers, what price point works for them, and do they need to give some kind of discount, some kind of offer or not. That's the information, the data, the insight that they can have based on how their product performs in the market. They are very less likely to have a creative department within Tata Salt's organization structure. So they would hire an agency to write the copy, the ad copy for their ad campaign, like Namak Ho Tata Ka Tata Namak or Desh Ka Namak. So this kind of ad copy is created by a third party agency. Now, the agency may or may not have the ability to produce a TV commercial. They may simply give the ad copy to the company. Company can print it on their packaging. The company can print banners and distribute it to their retailers. But to make a TV commercial, now they have to go to another agency, another media partner who would do the ad direction and ad production. And then once that is done, they are going to distribute that ad either through radio or through TV as a platform. The idea here is for you to understand that for a marketing channel to work, there are multiple stakeholders who are involved in the design and delivery of the message. But the end goal is the same, that the company has some kind of value. They want to communicate that value to the customer. So they come up with a creative way, a creative message that has to be sent to the customer through various media, through various methods. Once the target customer receives this communication, the target customer can then process the message, take a purchase action, or simply provide feedback to the company that how or what they felt about the message which is received. Now, this is true for both traditional as well as digital channels, because although brands are becoming aware of the need for digital marketing, they still do not have the competency or ability to do end-to-end design of a channel strategy or a channel execution internally. So they are dependent on agency partners. They are dependent on stakeholders like their vendors, their retail partners, their agents to effectively take the market um message in a concise, in a design creative manner to their target customers. So that's about marketing channels, what they are, how they work. Now we will finally get into digital marketing channels. And in the next video, we'll discuss how digital marketing channels are selected. by digital marketers, by organizations. Until then, thank you.